Hello and welcome to Wine,
Spirits,
and Witches.
This is Monica.
And this is Shauna, and we're your high priestess for this evening. And we're switching it up a little bit. We changed angles for those of you that are watching us on YouTube to see some of my artwork and my very messy cabinet of curiosities that needs
some going through.
It needs some organization, but there's a lot of fun things in there that actually might be a video. Itself, all the weird stuff.
We should do a video on, is it magic or is it garbage?
Or is it garbage? Yeah. Well, so I actually have a video like that on TikTok, I think. Because you will randomly find, now I will say this hasn't happened in a while, but you would randomly find little wadded up tissues all over my house, and you'd be like, is it boogers, like
yeah,
what is, and you would unwrap it and it usually had teeth inside of it. So
my goodness,
is it witchcraft, is it boogers, is it teeth? I don't fucking know.
Oh my god.
So but again, that hasn't happened in a minute. So,
and whenever you're in a witch's space, never touch the stuff. Don't touch the shit. Because you don't know if it's a working, if it's a spell, or if it's garbage. I mean, just don't do it. Just learn your lesson.
One of our friends, like, in your house, and like, first of all, I don't know why you put an ice cream cone down and just left it.
I laughed so hard, my stomach hurt after that. A friend of mine insisted upon helping me after I had my knee surgery. And I was like, I don't really need any help. Let me come clean your house. All right, you want to come clean my house? Come clean my house. So he came over, and I was eating one of those little mini cones, and then the doorbell rang, and I had a reading. So I just put it down on this table, and I went and I did my reading. And when I came out, he was like, so there's this thing here, and I didn't know whether it was a spell and I didn't want to move it, and I just laughed so hard, and I just really appreciated that he...
Well, you know what, now I see it, because it's a chomped up ice cream cone that, since it's you, it probably looks like you punched it first. It was probably all like, and you left it, so it was all melty. So and then the question is, like, it's clearly an ice cream cone, so... But it's all fucked up and melted, so it's like, is it a curse? Is it a love spell? I don't know what the fuck it is.
What is it? Yeah. So, but that was so funny because he was so serious, and I said, thank you, I appreciate you asking.
That's pretty good.
But because, people have come to my house and blew out my spell candles. And I'm like, oh my God. So never do that in a witch's house or space. Learn your lesson, because you will get railed and nailed for it, trust me.
And just don't do it anywhere. Don't assume that you know who's a witch and who isn't.
Right, exactly.
So just don't touch people's shit.
Really, just don't touch people's shit. It's
common
courtesy.
I did a Fortuna working. This was kind of recently because Felix was already around. Charged up this nice juicy fucking candle, and the working was done. I put everything back, put the candle on the altar, and that little fucker
blew it out.
He made a beeline, and he ran right to her altar, and I took, right as it was happening, you just saw the smoke. I was like, what?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The gods forgive. But.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, when strangers are in your house or people that you really don't know and they take the liberty of blowing out your candles, like, come on.
Who does that, though? Who goes into someone's house and blows out a candle?
Barbara's daughter. My roommate's daughter did it. Yeah. So,
well,
she was doing it for safety reasons, but there was no reason for her to do it for safety reasons. It was safe. They were safe, but whatever,
I love when Monica gets mad and she just has this certain thing.
Woo!
Well, we're here on a holly jolly note because we're doing a Yule episode, so let's tuck that Jersey girl right away. Take a breath.
Okay.
First of all, what are you drinking?
Well, Shauna just made me a mimosa made of cranberry juice and champagne. So, and it's delicious, and it is right in time for the season, I think.
Right? Seasonally appropriate cocktails.
Yeah.
Cheers.
So, cheers. Salute. Delish. It's very, very good. Oh, it's good. Goes down really smooth.
It's a little more sugary than I thought it'd be. Usually I think cranberry juice has a little bit more of a bite.
Yeah.
And honestly, so does champagne. I like Prosecco.
Yeah.
Because I think Prosecco is sweeter, but this was pretty good.
Not bad.
No.
Not bad at all. I like it. Yeah.
what we're doing an easy Yule episode. We are exploring the plants and stones of the season.
Yes.
So
yes.
Take it away.
Oh my God. Okay, here we go.
Before we started, I told her.
I know, but I did. I thought I did that. Okay,
is it on silent?
I put it the wrong way. Sorry, guys. Okay, it's on silent.
You need to kind of take a drink. There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Here we go. We'll do this again.
A good drink.
Yeah, a good.
There we go. Yeah. That wasn't a good drink, but
we'll
let it pass. Are we going to let that pass?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to let it pass. All right.
Yeah.
We have to come up with some kind of system and a punishment for whenever someone's phone starts buzzing and stuff like that. Like, we got to come up with something.
Yeah, I thought I just pushed the button the wrong way. That was my fault. My fault, sorry.
Oopsie poopsie.
I took a drink and that's all it takes. So, yeah, so we're going to be talking about the herbs and plants and trees of the season. And without further ado, the first one I have is holly. Everybody likes a little holly, right? It symbolizes the old solar year and is associated with the Holly King, who was conquered by the Oak King, of course. It's also associated with protection and protective magic. And having a sprig in your home ensures good luck to your home, safety, and you can also make holly water under the full moon. That's interesting. Yeah.
I never thought about holly water before.
No, I never. I did my research and it said put some holly leaves and put it under the full moon, and you have some holly water.
And then you can use it for like protection.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
are holly leaves? They're pokey like oak leaves, right?
They are pokey. They're thicker than. I mean, I love holly. I think it's a beautiful plant. To be honest with you,
I guess maybe if it's grown like how it's supposed to. At my grandmother's house, she had this one like really random like
bush
thing that just like no one knows why the fuck it was there in the first place because she didn't put it there.
So it was a transplant from a bird or something.
Probably, and then like she kept trying to rip it up and it wouldn't go anywhere, but because like it would just randomly attack people, and like the pokey leaves. So but it never really grew much. Then it would be like these 3 like really floppy sticks with these like angry leaves on it that would randomly attack people.
Wow.
So I mean, when holly grows like it's supposed to, it's pretty cool. But when I think of holly, I think back to the aggressive holly twig at my grandmother's house. It was really weird.
Yeah, I think it's a beautiful plant. So get some holly, bring it into your house. And then,
now I want to make holly water, especially because when you say it that way, it sounds like you're just mispronouncing holy water.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
It sounds like you're mispronouncing it, but it's actually holly water. Yes.
I like that even more, though. I want some holly water.
Right? Gotta get some holly.
You know what? I'm totally on the wrong solstice, though, because we're talking about the winter solstice, so I'm thinking summer, but I feel like we need to have a water balloon fight, but like a cleansing water balloon fight.
Oh, that might be fun.
Right? You just put magically charged water in the balloons.
Yes, because I have some.
See?
I definitely have some. That would be a fun episode.
Right?
We do a surprise attack on Ricky. He would never know what hit him.
Except he's going to edit this and he might see it. But he might not. I don't know how like thoroughly he listens to this. So
yeah, well, just in case.
Guys, like just don't comment on this.
Yeah, let's try
like,
to do it.
Yeah, like you can send me and Monica DMs
on
this. But if you comment, Ricky might see it. So like we're gonna see how far we can get with this.
Yeah, and maybe by the time summer comes along, he'll forget about it. We'll see. We shall see.
We're gambling a lot considering this is like our first drink. Like we're being very ambitious, but fuck it, I'm into it. All right, we're tucking that one away for later.
Okay, my next herb for the winter solstice Yule season is ivy. It represents the cycle of life and death and reminder that life goes on in the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. It magically barricades against toxic things in your life. It has healing properties.
Would you say it barricades because it like how it climbs and builds a wall?
Yeah, I would say so. And it has healing properties, protection, and it binds lovers together. Ooh.
Oh yeah, especially like that heart ivy. I love that.
So pretty, isn't it?
Really
Oh my God, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And it is associated with fidelity and loyalty. And back in the day, they used to put ivy in the wedding bouquets to ensure fidelity.
Oh,
so whoever is getting married from now on, make sure you have ivy in your bouquet. Use it in the Yule decor for peaceful bonds of family and friendship.
See, thank you. Okay, because I was thinking of like different like plants and things that I know about for you. I keep like waving this around. Like I don't know if it's
what are you doing? What is
my
that,
magic
your wand?
if it's my shank, or if I'm like a teacher because it's red and I'm just correcting people. I don't know. But I was thinking about plants, and because a lot of them tend to be solar plants, so they're ruled by the sun. Because a lot of the symbolism behind like the Yule tree and putting up like the garlands and stuff is you use solar things to bring the light into your home for the darkest night.
Right.
And I was like, okay. And I'm like, well, this is for abundance and this is for this or that. And I was like, the only thing I could think of for like friendship was like heather, but I'm like, that's not a Yule plant.
No,
I'm like,
not.
I don't know. Okay, ivy. I like that. Okay.
Yeah. Then the next one I have is, I think everyone's kind of favorite, mistletoe. And it is associated with peacemaking and the end of discord. And it also it rules prosperity, fertility, and it is, of course, used to kiss under if you stand under it.
I forget why. There's like a whole thing behind that, and I forget what it is. But there's actually, it's a big peace thing where like, I forget what it is, but there's even like certain like battles or like manners, I can't think of the word right now, etiquette, there we go, with different warriors and stuff like that, that when mistletoe was around or something, it would kind of put a stop to battles because it was like that symbol of peace and it was used that way.
Yeah.
Did you know that mistletoe is a parasite though?
Yes, I did know that. And it is poisonous. The berries are poisonous, you know.
That's why it was never in my house as a kid, because we always had dogs. So like even now, like there's no mistletoe because of the animals, but it is a parasite, meaning that it doesn't grow like on its own standalone thing. It actually attaches to other living trees and stuff like that and will grow on that.
Yes, exactly.
Which I thought was really fascinating. Like, what a cute little plant, but also like you're a poisonous parasite. What a dick. I don't know.
Yeah, do you know that most plants are poisonous? You'd be surprised. Some of your garden plants that are poisonous that we don't, that we don't even know about, and you would be surprised. There's a book and I forgot the name of it. I gave it to one of my Wicked Plants, and it tells about all, the mundane plants we have in our yard that they're poisonous. Oh my God, it's crazy. Well, who's going to eat the flowers and plants without? I mean, but when I was a little kid, I got to tell you the truth. All right, let's move on. Okay. All right. Okay, so next one is oak. It's the symbol of endurance and power, victory and triumph. Wearing a crown of oak the leaves of an oak, as a symbol of connection to the divine leadership.
I'm just shaking my head like, fuck no.
Yes.
Fuck no, it's so pokey.
Oak?
Yeah.
But it's strong. Oak is a powerful, strong wood.
Ma'am, I want you to wear a crown of oak leaves and let me know how that feels.
I think it's for men. Let the men wear the oak leaves, okay?
I mean, it is a very masculine plant, but
yes.
Well, let them get poked.
Let them get poked instead of us getting poked by them.
we get a break.
Yeah. And the next tree I have is birch, believe it or not. It's associated with rebirth and regeneration, creativity and fertility, healing and protection. Use birch leaves to make a besom. Use the birch branches and the leaves to make a besom.
That's actually really cool.
Isn't it cool?
Did you know that birch was a Yule tree?
No, I didn't know that. After I did my research, though, I was like, wow.
It, I guess, like, makes sense when you think about it, because at first I was like, really? And then, like, think about it and imagine birch in your mind. You're like, yeah, that's pretty, like, winter-timey. Like, so I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
Birch forests are the most amazing thing in the world. To see a birch forest, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw in a couple real quick.
Let me finish this one, though.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. It's for magical workings, enchantments, renewal, purification, and new beginnings.
All right. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like that a lot. My wand is made out of birch.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I had a dream, and there's nothing in my dream. There was no visual, no nothing. It was just the word birch.
Wow.
And it was weird. I've never, up until that point, I had never had a dream like that. And so I mentioned it, and I think Griffin, someone was like, oh, you should, it was Griffin. He's like, you should make your wand out of that. And he gave me like a whole
thing,
like staff.
Nice.
And I had it for probably like 2 years.
And what happened?
No, because he was like, just cut what you need and then give it back. I was like, okay. And I had it for like 2 years. And then I eventually was like, hey, you probably don't remember this, but thank you. Here you go. And so I still have my wand.
Wow. Okay.
I feel like you have a lot more on plants than I do. So I'm just going to throw in just a couple things that for Yule that I wanted to just throw out there for people. Citrus, yes. And especially this year, I feel like you're seeing a lot of like the dried orange garlands and ornaments and stuff like that.
Yes.
That's always been a really classic Yule thing, a really classic Christmas thing, but especially this year, like it has really kind of woven itself into the aesthetic online, which I think is fabulous. Like let's bring some of the traditional stuff back.
Yes.
But again, going back to what I said earlier, one of the reasons why we have that is because it's solar. Citrus is usually, they're all solar, they're very bright. Think of an orange or a lemon. They're these little orange and yellow orbs. They look like suns.
Yeah.
Citrus is very high vibrational. It's very purifying. It's very happy.
Yes.
So you're bringing all of that into your home.
Yes.
We also have cranberries.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers.
I remember one year I strung cranberries from my Yule tree. Strung them with needle and thread with popcorn and cranberries.
I don't know why people do popcorn.
I don't know, because it looks pretty.
Thought about that, actually. We should have researched that.
Yeah.
But yeah, cranberries I did know. Cranberries are abundance, courage, and rejuvenation.
And we're drinking cranberry mimosas.
Because we want to be rejuvenated.
And we want to be in the mood for Yule, for sure.
I just want to be in the mood.
Me too.
Cheers to that.
Yeah.
I liked that, especially like rejuvenation. I know that's different from rebirth, but I feel like it's kind of on the same lines.
Almost.
And it's the end of the year. Right. A lot of people need that rejuvenation.
Absolutely.
They're gonna fucking need it by the time the holiday season's done. So there's that.
For sure. Okay. Now the next one I have is yew, the yew tree. Yew. And you know, when I was a little girl, we had yew trees growing in front of my home. They're also poisonous. You know, the little berries are very poisonous.
Did you eat those too?
No, I didn't, but I used to play with them. It
I
represents.
don't know if I've seen a yew tree.
Oh, it's beautiful. It looks like, you know, it has like needles, like a pine kind of, but they have these beautiful red, open berries that have like a little hole in it. Really pretty, really pretty. So it represents the final day following the winter solstice, sacred to the crone, good for accepting change.
Okay. That's actually really good.
But try to find a yew tree. I mean, I haven't seen any here. I don't know if it's an East Coast. I don't know if it's an East Coast thing or what.
We have plenty of people that listen on the East Coast. So, Aaron, Jason, Melissa.
Yeah.
Anyone else out there? Emily, you guys.
Vinny. Yeah.
Go take some yew berries and some leaves for us and send it our way.
So I have to add a little bit to the orange. It is associated with the sun, and it is represented by fire. And it's for love, divination, luck, and money as well. And it's a symbol of rebirth. And add it to potpourri or make it dry. You know, you bake it, you know, cut it and bake it and use it for decorations. As you know, it's coming back around again.
Well, and then people also use the cloves.
Yes.
And you stick them in the orange and you can decorate them and do all sorts of stuff like that. I actually remember doing that as a kid and then like stringing those up and putting in just like a whole orange in the tree.
Yeah. That looks so nice. It just looks really nice.
And it smells really wonderful. And you can even like, as a witch, you can put different symbols in it and stuff with the cloves and make a whole ritual out of that. So if you're trying to figure out something to do with your coven for Yule, there you have it.
There you go. My next one is cinnamon.
Oh, yeah.
It's also associated with the sun, and the fire is the element. It is for love, passion, healing, motivation, mental alertness, and adds a spark to rituals and celebrations.
And money.
It's
a very good money one. People keep it like cinnamon sticks in like their cash box.
Yep.
At stores, and if you actually take like powdered cinnamon and throw it into fire, I think it like will spark green.
Oh,
yeah, it changes the fire color.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's really cool.
Try it at home.
And you can also just add it to your coffee grounds. Like if you do pour over coffee or if you have a drip coffee, just put like a sprinkle of cinnamon powder in your coffee grounds before you pour the coffee in. It changes the flavor of your coffee and gives it like this cinnamon hint. That's really nice. So that's really awesome around the holidays too.
Yeah. It's all, and there's a lot of cinnamon that happens around the holidays.
Oh yeah.
Okay. My next one is pine, of course. And that's a masculine, and it's ruled by Mars, and it's the air element. It's for healing, fertility, money magic. Burn it to cleanse your space of negativity. It keeps negativity at bay, inviting prosperity, and the smell is divine.
It really is. And it's also really good to try and burn in your fireplace or your fire pit or whatever you have going on Christmas. I'm sorry, not Christmas, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. If it's like one of the last things that you burn, it's like purification and it's sending out all that negativity. But if it's one of the first things you burn on your new year, so 12/01, you go ahead and burn it then you're bringing in abundance and you're welcoming in all the positivity that pine can bring. So it's a really good thing to have, especially since most people already have it around because of Yule, or they have it with their Yule log, stuff like that. Like, save some for New Year's.
Okay, and my next one is ginger, right? Gingerbread cookies, gingerbread.
Yeah, all right.
Health, prosperity, and love, grounding properties. And definitely represents essences of the sun and promise of a new year. So go make some gingerbread cookies or gingerbread house.
You know what? I haven't made a gingerbread house in so long.
Yeah, I haven't never made a gingerbread house.
I want to watch you make a gingerbread house.
Oh, no, you don't.
Yeah, I do. I absolutely do. I think we all do. Okay. Well, there's also bayberry.
Oh, yes.
Bayberry is one that is really popular, and weirdly enough, I don't feel like it's that popular on the West Coast.
No, not as popular as it is on the East Coast, because we used to always have bayberry candies ready for the season.
Candy?
Candles.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, there's candy? Yeah, candles. Yeah, and it smells wonderful. I've seen it at a few places, but not really too many. But then, you go other places, and it's definitely there. It's really good for abundance.
Yes, and prosperity. And, there's a little rhyme, a poem. I'm going to mess it up. I know. It says something about burn bayberry to the socket. It will bring wealth to the person and put money in the pocket.
I like that.
Something like that. I don't think that's exact wording, but that's the gist.
I'm sure someone will Google it.
Yes.
Anyway.
And, it's really funny because Griffin never heard of that. And I was like,
maybe it's an American thing?
I don't know. I think it's an East Coast kind of thing. I think it's more East Coast than West Coast.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's so different. Like, we're worlds apart in so many ways.
So different. Yeah.
The other one that you forgot was cedar.
Cedar. I don't have cedar on my list here.
Really? Cedar is totally a Yule thing.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, the only thing I really know about cedar, like magically speaking, is that it's for like purification and protection.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like the main things that I've always used it for. It probably has a million other uses, but those have always been my go-to and my relationship with it. And you can also make really great Yule like smudges or herb bundles with a cinnamon stick, and then like you wrap cedar leaves around it. It's wonderful.
Now you've heard of cedar chests, right? They were big back in the day, and then people used to store their like wedding gowns and stuff in it. And when you open that,
the moths wouldn't get to it. They do the same thing with hangers. There's cedar hangers.
Yeah, and when you open that chest, it smells like cedar. It's divine.
Oh, really?
My mom used to have one, so I remember that. Yeah. Okay, here's one. Tell me if this rings a bell. Peppermint.
Oh, duh.
Yeah, it's a masculine herb.
Mm-hmm.
It's for healing and purification spells, mental clarity, release, divination, renewal, and increases positive energy. And It's good for the tummy, too.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say money?
I said, no, I did not say money with this one.
Peppermint can be used for money. You know what's a really fun thing? I always think of it as a cooling. It's like a cooling herb, but it's also really spicy, right? Like you have too much of it, it gets hot. You have just enough, it's cooling.
Right.
And if you take a little bit of peppermint oil, just a little bit,
just a little tiny bit.
You use too much, you're gonna burn the shit out of yourself. Take a little bit and put it on the back of your neck when it's hot outside, and it cools you off.
I used to use it when I was in pain with my knee.
Okay.
I used to rub it, and it did work, but it's very powerful. Just put it that way. You only need a little bit.
You really don't need that much. I love peppermint in my candy canes. I love candy canes.
Yeah.
If you take a bunch of candy canes, stick them in a jar, and then fill it with vodka, and you do this like mid-November, and then every day you shake it up, by the middle of December or so, you will have really delicious candy cane vodka.
Ooh.
Works wonderfully in hot chocolate.
Yeah, I remember when I visited the wolf sanctuary, when the female wolves went into heat and their tummy hurt, they used to give them a peppermint candy.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's kind of yeah.
That's really cool.
Okay, you ready for this one? Apples. Feminine herb. It's ruled by Venus and water. It's for love, healing, garden magic. Speak, Monica, speak. Knowledge, carved and dried for decorations as well.
I'm thinking about it. I'm like, no, I don't.
Yeah, apple.
Well, I don't know if I've seen that before. I think like harvest time, so more like
me too. I mean,
Halloween, Thanksgiving is more when I would think of apples. Well, okay, we were listening to Rocking Around the Christmas Tree last night, so she talks about pumpkin pie.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Maybe we'll eat some afterwards. We'll eat some pumpkin pie and do some caroling. And I'm like, pumpkin pie. Just because you got it left over from Thanksgiving, or what's up? Like,
yeah, that's exactly so.
Anyway, so
pumpkin pie is good any time of year. Let's face it.
You know what? You're not wrong. Well, I will go ahead and just chalk the apples up to the pumpkin pie, and we will move forward. We will just leave it there.
And I have blessed thistle.
Oh yeah, I can't forget that. That's true.
Protection attracts new loves, or it kind of like it brings together the current relationship better.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I like that.
And we already did bayberry. You did the bayberry already. So
I covered it.
Yeah.
So I have just a couple little stones.
Wait a minute, I'm not done. I have much more, girlfriend.
Oh, fuck yeah. All right. Bring it on. She's got the whole Yule garden for you guys.
I do. And I even have a little potpourri thing. So, okay. Evergreens. You know, all the evergreens. I just made Shauna a little, I should have brought it over here to show on camera. I just went gathering yesterday, pilfering and gathering in the local park, and I got some cedar, I got some eucalyptus, I got some pine, and I made a little thing. I put it on the tree.
Like, did you make a spectacle for everyone? Were you like...
No, we were pretty discreet. You know, we were pretty discreet with our shopping bags and our clippers. Yeah, we were pretty discreet. So,
I like to always imagine Monica with the Mission Impossible music going on, and like her like doing like this tuck and roll, like rolling away from the plants. You know, like I have this whole thing in my head. Sometimes in my head you're wearing a cape.
Yeah.
You know,
with the hood, with the hood. Yeah. This was in broad daylight, no less. But no one, no one even noticed, which is fine. So all the evergreens are for strength and protection.
I think most of them are solar too. I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. To me, all evergreens are a solar thing because they're like a symbol of life all year long. You know,
and strength too. Yeah, strength. Yeah. Don't forget about rosemary.
Oh,
the all-purpose. All-purpose herb. Creativity, self-expression, passion, wealth, and prosperity. It's the all-purpose herb.
Just and exorcism.
It's the all-purpose herb. It's
protection. If you need to, you could sharpen the stick of it and poke someone in the eye. You know, physical and spiritual protection.
And then we have the spruce tree. Increases spiritual awareness and intuition and wards off evil spirits.
I'm trying to think if I know what a spruce tree is, because you say that. I know a dog named Spruce, and I think he's taken over.
Are you sure the dog's name is not Bruce?
No, he's Spruce, which is weird.
Yeah.
But I'm like, whenever I hear that word now, I now think of a very angry poodle.
Yeah, spruce tree is like, there's a lot of different fir trees, pine trees, and they all fall into different categories, So, and don't forget about frankincense.
Oh yeah. Frankincense, which that is solar and myrrh.
Yep.
Frankincense and myrrh, the Jesus resins.
Enhances spirituality, psychic abilities, and it's an aphrodisiac.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? Sudanese frankincense smells really good.
Oh, God, so good. Oh, my God.
I can see eat it. How if you smell like that, someone might want to do,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, let me just throw this little potpourri thing I have. So, if you simmer in a pot of water some oranges, cinnamon sticks, cloves, sea salt, and bring it to a simmer, it's going to make your house smell so good. So, stir counterclockwise to remove bad energy, and then stir clockwise to bring in good abundance and merriment.
I like that.
Right? The little magical stir right there. I like it too.
I'm going to add to that real quick.
Sure.
One thing I like to do with my simmer pots, once I'm done like using them, if there's any water left, like I take it and I will pour it into a spray bottle. Sometimes with a little bit of rubbing alcohol or just like a splash of vodka to help kind of like preserve it a little bit, but then you can use it as a room spray.
Yeah,
delicious. So that's kind of nice. I like it.
Okay.
Well, thank you for bringing the Yule garden.
Sure.
I hope that all of you guys do something with that. I hope that you guys go
gathering at your local park. You never, you can
go do some Mission Impossible shit. You know,
just do it discreetly. But I'm a firm believer of like the gods put these things here. We shouldn't have to pay for them. I mean, they're selling the damn greenery at the stores. I'm like, no, I'm gonna just go gathering.
If you have it in your area, definitely go get it. If you have to go get it from the grocery store, go get it. But go bring some Yule plant life into your space. There's ways to do it very witchy and very pagan. There's ways to do it very discreetly. But go just bring a little bit of that wonderful energy into your home.
Absolutely.
Just a couple crystals. These aren't necessarily just like Yule crystals, but they're crystals that I was thinking about that I think are handy for the season.
Okay.
First of all, aventurine.
Okay.
Because it's green, so we're going with the color scheme here, but also because it's for money. I kind of really thought a lot about abundance around this time of year because it is such a time of overspending.
Oh yeah.
In so many ways, but you know what? You can have abundance in a lot of things, especially because it's the end of the year. People are starting to think about what they want for the year ahead, their business ventures, things like that. So aventurine is a good one to have.
Yes. Okay.
We have sunstone, which is all about solar power, solar joy, and really kind of bringing that strength and that pillar of strength in. And it is ruled by the sun. And again, this is the rebirth of the sun. That is why we are celebrating Yule. So sunstone is a really good one. Citrine. I could have sworn that citrine was ruled by the sun, but we just looked it up and it's actually ruled by Jupiter.
Yeah.
But it is for creativity and it helps keep your pathways clear. And I know that the holidays can be a weird time for some people.
Yes,
of course. I felt like it was a good one to add in. I feel like it was kind of like festive enough.
Right.
And then emerald, which it's the festive colors. It's the right color. Emeralds are also really good for love, and I feel like this is a time of love, and it's either a time of everyone's getting engaged and they're really feeling that love, your family's coming from out of town and you're feeling all of that love and it's wonderful, or everyone's engaged and you're not feeling that love and your fucking family's coming from out of town and goddamn it, so you need some love. So it works both ways. For those of you that don't get along with your family or you have to like go to the company Christmas party and go deal with all that and deal with all like the bitchy people, bronzite will be your friend. It is a really good return to sender.
Okay.
And it's just, when it comes to the holidays, there's always some kind of snide something, right?
Yeah, always. Yeah. Always.
A nice return to sender. I actually saw some lists that included black tourmaline on their Yule list, which honestly, not a bad combination.
No, not at all. You always need some protection. I have different ones than you do, though.
I love that, though. That's good. My last one is garnet.
Yep,
again,
garnet.
Seasonally appropriate. It's got the festive colors. Garnet is also a fantastic manifestation stone. It's really good for motivation, and I felt like that was good for this time of year because manifestation, I feel like, just goes with the spirit of the season because it's about keeping like the magic alive, your wishes, all of these things, and then the motivation, at least to me, because it's getting fucking dark at 4 o'clock. Like I have no motivation.
No,
like by 2 o'clock, I'm like, day's done. The sun is waning. We are good to go.
2 more hours and it'll be dark. Yeah.
Yeah. So the garnet for motivation is really nice to have, and I actually just got a garnet bracelet from our friend Lupe. So
very nice. I'm wearing it. I have mine on right now.
Perfect. Mine's hanging out on my altar.
Now I have, bloodstone. It brings love and luck and protection. Renewal helps manifest your intentions, motivation, grounding, and inner strength.
And it's all the right colors, too.
It is. And also clear quartz. And, clear quartz is good for everything.
It's the rosemary of the crystal world.
Yep. It rejuvenates your energy. It wards off negativity, amplifies creativity, and it's transformative, for sure. And I also got garnet, as you did.
I have a quick question about bloodstone. I remember, like, a long time ago, there was this crystal store when I was a kid I went into, and I was like, why is this called bloodstone? Right? And the lady said when you work with it in water that it would like stain your hands blood red.
Oh wow.
I think she meant like if you're like cutting it or working with it that way.
Oh.
Can anyone confirm? Like I don't know if we have anyone that works with crystals in that way, but if we do, like have any of you guys had that happen?
Interesting.
Yeah. So what else you got?
That's it. I have the same ones you did. The black obsidian. I have black obsidian.
Oh, cool. I didn't have that one. I like that.
Protective, connects with your shadow self, and helps get rid of what we don't need. And it connects with nature, healing, and balance.
Black obsidian?
Yeah, black obsidian. Yeah, I think I have like one more though. I mean, tell me if this is not cool. Green calcite.
I mean, again, we're going with the reds and the greens, so that part makes sense to me.
Yeah, rejuvenation brings promise of new life and helps you to be kind to yourself.
Where do we have... Oh, okay, so basically we're going to take some green calcite and some cranberry, and we're going to make a rejuvenation spell with that.
Okay, yeah.
Go make it... Next time you feel you need some rejuvenation, you need to freshen up, why don't you go to a candle and, like, put some of that around that? That might be good.
Yes, absolutely. And, you know the colors of Yule, right?
Red, green, white, gold? Question mark?
And silver.
Silver.
Yes. Yeah, that's the Yule colors.
No, I don't know what it is about silver. Like, I like silver in my jewelry. I love silver, colors as far as, like, my metals go. But when it comes to my candles and the rest of my stuff, I don't.
No, really? Oh, I like silver. I like
weird.
silver everything, so... I think silver's cool.
I like silver coins in my treasure chest. Does that count?
Yeah.
I'd rather gold coins.
Yes,
but we'll settle with silver.
So, guys, you have all these now herbs and stones, and go be merry and jolly.
Yeah, things that you have resources at your disposal, because the more that you think about it, the more you are going to find at least one of these things near you that you have access to. And you can take it and you can have yourself a very magical Yule season.
Yes,
we thank you guys for being with us during the holidays and every day of the year. We love you guys. I'm seeing people's Spotify raps. Thank you so much. My shout out is to Dahmer's mother-in-law, Stephanie, who we have interviewed this year. I think she was actually like our #1 listener.
Oh, wow.
Or it was like the #1 on her list, something like that. But yeah, her Spotify rap was awesome. So shout out to her, and that just totally led into my shout out. So shout out to Stephanie.
I am going to shout out to my friend and hair person, Lily. She's leaving us. She's moving to Oregon, and we're going to miss her. We're going to have to find a new hair person, but I have a feeling she'll be back in California occasionally, so we might be able to grab her.
She'll be back, but also I'm already planning my West Coast tour to Washington and back down. So we will still see her. I am excited for the journey that she has ahead.
Yes, absolutely.
And with that said, if any of you guys are in Washington or Oregon, give me a shout out. Let me know so that we can kind of plan something whenever.
Oh, yeah, we take our field trip.
Take our next field trip.
Yeah. So, guys, have a wonderful season. We love you, and we will see you very soon.
Happy holidays. I hope that they are abundant and joyful and healthy and full of light.
Yes.
Merry meet.
Merry part.
And merry meet again. Cheers.
Cheers.